Good evening, students.
Even, sir, even.
Um, um, I sent a message, but clearly I am slow in sending that message because when I came over, I see all of you all here. All right.
We're not supposed to hear.
No, I'm saying when I sent you a message just now. You saw the message just now?
No, sir, not seeing a message, sir.
No, no, I sent a WhatsApp
Yeah,
message to
yeah.
someone.
Oh, me see it, sir. Oh, so this is not the, so send it to them then?
No. This is it.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that you guys came over before me.
Okay.
All right. So all right, let us give another maybe 5 minutes for persons to come in because I know they may have just come over from a class. So I give another couple of minutes. Dacos, can you put your last name there for me, please, my love?
Sir, question. Did you teach anything last class?
Last class was last Wednesday. You were here. You were here. I'm gonna send you a message now, Joe. I recognize everybody. I'm gonna send a message. All right, now just respond to my direct message, please. Najo?
I'm responding, sir.
Oh, you're responding. Okay. Wilkie, I'm sending you a message as well too. Lisa, can you respond to me, please? I can just make an announcement, please. Okay, great. All right, so something just, let me just check to see. There are 10 of you here, no, 9 surgeries required. So, all right, so this is what I'm suggesting. Because all of you here were previously introduced to the pre-cal. I don't know. Somebody just came in. Let me just check to see if I recognize. Oh crap, that person is not. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm suggesting. And I want to hear your feedback. And then what, by the way, what did I do on Wednesday last week? What did I go through with you on Wednesday? I did some indices with you guys on.
Indices, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good, right. And how a feel it was? No questions now.
You know, sir, they're okay with it, sir. No, that's my weakness, you know.
Okay, and that's why I'm gonna, the Lord speaks in this to his saints. So I want to say it, but I have to be very careful with what it is because I know some students are accessing this course who are doing it for the first time, but so far one other person just joined and well, two other, and I'm recognizing those students. All right, so it is really a fast track, but I'm inviting those who have never done the course before that they can actually come into your Gilly, can actually do the course at this time. Based on what we did last week, I got a sense that you're understanding the first part of the course, but maybe the first part is not the problem, like Carter says. So I was asking the question to some people, if this is your first time doing it, when I spoke with them privately, and I'm thinking that I should go from the back to the front. So at least I can get those big boys out of the way. So,
Yes, sir. Cause these questions are normally multiple choice questions. They're
right, right. And because it's and really because it's a fast track, I need to fast track the stuff so we can get ourselves fully ready. Right. So somebody is somebody just sent me a message asking for the link. So let me see who that person is. Whether or not the person is new, I'll still be reteaching the topic. All right, so the person who just came in as iPhone, I'm going to ask you to fix that up for me, please, by changing your name so that I can recognize who you are. The answer is yes. All right, let me respond to you. iPhone, please. K Thomas, can you rename yourself for me, please? K Thomas. You need to know who's the K. iPhone guest, please. Can you go ahead and rename yourself, please? If you don't rename yourself, I'd have to drop it from the session.
Sir, not giving me the option to rename. I'm trying to click on it, but it's not changing.
Okay. You want to maybe
Evening.
Marian. So in for record keeping, I need to be able to. All right. iPhone person, can you just go ahead and can you log out for me, please, and change your name and come back? And the rest of you who are not properly, I can't properly identify, can you just log out, change your name?
Sir, how do I get back the meeting ID? Because I just joined another session that should have ended and I'm not seeing this one on the timetable.
Yes, that's what I recognize. All right, so let me just drop it in the chat so that you can copy it. Oh Lord.
We have a group, sir, but only 11 persons seen at the group.
Right, and these new persons, because I'm seeing, I think this person who is having this conversation is the first time I'm seeing the student. All right, let me see if I can drop it in the chat here. I don't know if you know others who may need to join the session, that you can share the link with them. And then now, Carter, can you?
When you Shanique and Anna, them are the group admin. Copy link to the chat there.
No, yeah. I need that, please. The link for the chat, please. Can you just drop it in there so that persons can just join via the link? Please and thanks. And for those of you who are asking for the link, you can copy this. Yes, but I really need to get your correct.
Carson, make your admin. Can I share the link, please?
Oh, that's why I just see it a while ago. Okay. Yes, you could have just
I'm using my laptop, guys. I'm not seeing the option.
your laptop. All right, so the WhatsApp group link is in the chat. Persons can just add themselves. We reshare about the link in the WhatsApp chat.
Can you copy my YouTube channel, please, Kerry, into the description for me, so that they
Alright,
can.
I'll do that, sir.
All right, thanks. I remember your question, Gilly. I'm just trying to get some housekeeping matters out of the way. All right, so this is kind of growing. I'm now up to 21 or 20. Anybody here twice? Sergio is here once. Okay, so I'm up to 20 now. Okay, okay, so the iPhone person. Changed. All right, cool. Marvin, can you put your last name there for me, please, dear?
Alright, sir.
Oh, yeah, man, thanks.
Wait, update my name. You're saying now you want my last name.
No, update your name on the participant list.
Alright. Mhm.
Thank you. Thanks, Kerry. The link is there, guys. For the YouTube, and I think he's also putting it in the description. So whenever you log on, you can see the YouTube channel in the description. The YouTube channel contains past pre-calculus sessions that you can work ahead of me. This is really technically a fast track class. There are some of you who are doing the course here for the first time. It's not a problem. You should be able to follow through. Technically, this is our second session. Last time around, we did some. Okay, all right. Thank you. Carry on. We did some indices, but because it's fast track and we meet just once for the week, I had an idea. So I was doing some round robin, and I recognized that most of you are doing a resit and or a redo actually, and as a result of that, I'm thinking that I'm going to take a different approach. Yes, I know I'm seeing one, two students who are doing it for the first time. And how I know? Because I had conversations with those two students previously. All right. So
It's my first time as well, you know. That called me in.
is your first time as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's 3 students then.
Sir, me too, Shauna.
Yeah, man,
Carry
I
on
know.
as well, sir.
I counted you, Sean. All
Okay,
right, so
sir.
let me ask the question then. If this is your first time doing pre-calculus, just raise your hand for me, please. Let me just get a. All right. Good. Good. Okay, that was correct. Uh-oh.
Sir, my hand can't raise right now, but yes.
Okay, all right. So I was counting 3. Susie Q didn't know that it was your first time. All right, so there are 5 students in. All right, Romain, so you're one of the 5, right, Romain?
Thing I take 2. Yes, sir, I am.
All right, good, no problem. All right, so there are 5 of you, not a problem. All right, you can lower your hands, please. All right, so this is the approach I'm going to be taking. And if you're not going to be disadvantaged, I'm still going to finish the syllabus. What I may do is tackle it from the front and the back at the same time. Let me just give you the setup of the exam paper. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 questions that you'll get on the exam, each valuing 30 marks. And you'll get 20 multiple choice questions. Of course, the multiple choice questions are compulsory, and of the 2 essay type questions, of the 4 essay type questions, you are required to answer any 2. Of the 4 essay type questions, you are required to answer any 2. I can't tell you what will be coming for the essay type questions, but I can tell you that Kramer's is a must-have. It comes every year for at least 20 marks.
Sir, what is that again? Say that again.
Kramer's, it's your first go at it. So I will introduce the topic to you. I'm coming to Tiana. I mean, Gilly first and then you, Tiana. So my aim is to get through the Kramer's first shot from earlier up in the semester, so we can master the Kramer's. And then now when we do the Kramer's, then since we did indices already, I'll then go to logarithms. And then when I finish logarithms, I'm going to go to the back again, and I'm going to do sequence and series, or arithmetic and geometry progressions, so that I can move. Since it's once a week meeting, and we really need to move, so we really can conquer this this pre-calculus. So those of you who are reading for the first time, you will not be disadvantaged. It's not that I'm not going to teach the topic, I'm going to teach it. But when you look at the outline, I'll be moving haphazardly. But you should be able to, the topics that I'm going to be teaching are not hinging on any of the earlier topics. So Kramer's is a standalone. It doesn't have any of the prerequisite knowledge from the course. Indices and logarithms, may have prerequisite knowledge for something else. But all right, somebody's asking again to reshare the WhatsApp. Can you just reshare again for me, please? Guys, if you're not a part of the WhatsApp group, you won't find me there, but if you're not a part of the WhatsApp group, please to link. What happens, I will send somebody something and they will post it in the group. So please go ahead. All right, Gilly, you had a question. Go ahead for me, please.
That's okay. You already answered the question, sir. You hearing me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear. All right,
Yes,
no
sir.
problem.
Thank
Good
you.
job. TT, your turn.
Next, sir, I was wondering if you share the exact question from Kramer's
Oh, yeah,
question.
Yeah, man. That's all a part of my plan. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is, before I share that exam question or exam questions, I need to go through, as I said before, I'm not taking it for granted. I am going to be reteaching the topic, because clearly why you're here is that something you missed. So if you're understanding what is happening, just bear on with me. Try to concretize the concept. It's really not difficult. And try get it. Just try and get it. And I want you to be honest with me. If you're not following something, don't let me feel that you're following it. All right. Let me just say this final thing before I move into the Kramers. And let me confess something. I have never, in the many years of teaching pre-calculus, have done it this way before. I've never done this before. But because of what is happening now, I really want to tackle that both ends. All right. So work with me and we should be able to get it out of the way. All right. Let me just say two things. I want you to, each of you, those of you who are doing a redo, those of you who are here for the first time, which is everybody, I want you to brush yourself off. When I say brush yourself off, I want you to brush yourself off. I don't want to hear, I don't like this, or I don't like that, or this is, I don't want that. I want a renewed attitude for the pre-calculus, and I'm going to tell you why. When I would have marked your papers, I want to see if there are 21 of you in the class or 20 of you in the class. I want all 20 of you to pass. I'm going to tell you why. For those of you, well, all of you are out business calculus because pre-calculus is a prerequisite for business calculus. One of the things that I can guarantee, and I know that I'm being recorded, so it's I'm very confident with what I'm saying, so I'm going to be saying it. If there are 20 of you in the class and all 20 of you pass the pre-calculus, I can make a statement that business calculus must be offered in the summer semester to afford this fast track group an opportunity to do business calculus in the summer. Matter of fact, I'm going to go further. I can say business statistics will also be offered in the summer so that students again will be given an opportunity to do business statistics. So the point I'm making is, for those of you who were worried, I received a bit of email messages. People are a little worried about, having to spend an extra semester. If you focus and give me your 100% for pre-calculus, I'm confident you'll pass the pre-calculus this time around. And come summer semester, when you're doing your business stats and your business cal, and you give your 100%, you should pass and you should be able to complete your associate degree at the end of summer 2025, God's willing. So this is not a time for you to be playing around. It's a time for you to be focused. Once a week meeting, you do the work. You're going to have work to do. You have my YouTube channel. Log on a Monday. Do some self-directed work. On Monday of last week, on Monday of this week, somebody came into my calculus 2 class and was asking me a question and I didn't get back around to the person. I responded, but I didn't get back around to the person. Because one of the things that I want to do for the Monday session that you have free, I want to give you the papers to work. So TT, that's what I wanted to do on Monday. On Monday, I wanted to post the pre-cal exam paper from last year and ask people to just work on it in that free time. So on Monday, 5 to 7, I know all of you should be available at that time. That's when business stats is going on, 5 to 7. And going forward, we're going to be doing some self-directed learning. I'll be in a session, but I'm going to be doing some self-directed learning. If
Sure,
you have
I'll have soon be available, but I try my best to be present.
Okay, man, sure. So Shanshan, if you can't do it, if you're going to be in a class Monday, don't miss that session for my work, because my work is just extra work. So go to that class, and when I give the extra work, you do it in your free time. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because really and truly, what is important is for you to spend the time with me tonight, because tonight is really the teaching night. Other night would have been just tutorial. All right. So with that said, let me just respond to these. Are there any other questions? All right. Thank you, Alicia, for reposting that for me. All right.
Sir,
With regards to my name fixing, my Zoom is showing my full name. I'm not sure why it's showing it like that on the class thing, but it's showing my full name.
All right, no problem. Gilly, you have a question? That's right, Marbian. Gilly, you have a question?
Sir, did you post last week class, sir? On your YouTube thing?
No. So I have the device in front of me now. It was very dead. It is now at. Hold on. No, no, the answer is no, but I'm in the process of doing it. I just charging up the stuff. It's not fully charged yet, but you will get it. I promise you will get it. I'll do that for you following this session or while the session is going on.
Okay,
Because I have
sir,
it right
thank
here.
you.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thanks for keeping me accountable. All right. Are there any other questions before we move on? All right.
No, sir. I'm good.
Okay, great. No, one of the things that I want is when I post the questions in the different ones of you, I'll be sending WhatsApp messages to and asking you to just post it in the group. I want you to be very diligent and work it. So when I post the things, and we'll come to our session and say, boy, sir, this one is giving a problem or that one is giving a problem. And we just together work so it is that we can sort out. All right. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to be going through, I'm going to reintroduce to you let me not say reintroduce. I'm going to be teaching frameworks. So I'm all the way down to unit 7. But sir, we never do unit 1 yet. Don't worry about it. Unit 1 is not pinned to unit 7. Unit 7 is a standalone thing, but we just normally leave it until a little later on. But I recognize how valuable it is. A little later on, I'm going to teach you guys how to answer your questions because there are some of you went to the exam and select the questions that you know something uncomfortable with, and the questions that I'm sure that you're comfortable with, you never do them. So I am going to, I just need to, the document is open, but I need to erase something. Let me just erase something here.
So you're saying something?
Yes, but somebody just said that yeah, Casey, I was actually talking, but I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me.
We just start to hear you a little. You sound
Yeah.
far though.
But I don't know what is happening. I'm in the same position. All right, let me see if I can change my position 1 minute. Give me half a second, please.
We're hearing you now.
All right, great.
So you get like a game not here yeah, again. Last thing we hear was
No.
great. Okay, great.
Right, no man, I'm switching positions
Oh, okay.
and location. All right, so what I was asking him earlier, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Now, this is what I want to introduce to you. It's called framers. Let me just tell you from beforehand. It is not a bad topic. It is something that is doable. I can start and finish framers in class tonight, and then we use the rest of the time to just do some questions. So you have to be working on your own. All right. So let us go. If what I'm teaching you're not getting, don't be afraid to say, sir, hold up. When we're naming our matrices, we are going to be doing it as rows and columns. My rows are those that run from left to right, and we'll call those horizontal. And we'll call those horizontal. The columns are vertical. They run from top to bottom. I am going to be giving you something that is a little recall for me to see how much it is that you remember. If you don't remember it, it's not a problem. That's why you're here. How do I name this matrix? A11, A21, this matrix that you're seeing right here. What kind of matrix is this matrix? What it looks like?
Sir, what you
Remember,
said, what it looks like? Oh, sorry.
right. So when I say what it looks like, I want you to name it. Remember, we name our matrices rows first and then columns.
Sir, 2 by 1 matrices, matrix.
All right, very good. And I like where you correct yourself right here. So this is a 2 by 1 matrix. Matrix is singular. Matrices is plural. Matrix, you're talking about one singular. And plural is more than one. So yes, very good. It's a 2 by 1 matrix. Let me hear how it is that you will name number 2. Number 2 is what?
1/2.
The 1/2. Can you see the difference? One is a 2/1, one is a 1/2. All right. Let me hear what number 3 looks like.
2/2, sir.
2/2.
Good job. 2/2. And number 4 looks like a what kind of matrix?
3/3.
3/3.
Mm-hmm. This is the one we're going to use for Kramer's. The 3/3 matrix. But that is not complete still going on. I can say 3/3 something matrix, I can say 2/2 something matrix, and I can say 1/2 something matrix, and finally I can say 2/1 something matrix. The 3/3 look like a what?
Sir, square?
What do you
Good
mean?
job. Good job. Good job, Gilly. This is a 3/3 square matrix. What about the 2/2? You think that what it look like again?
So times it by
Square.
2. Yeah.
Square.
It's a square again. Very good. What is number 2?
So that look like one rectangle.
Half a rectangle.
I'm going to charge you with half a rectangle. What is number 1?
So it's also a
Don't
rectangle.
Square.
yeah. Listen to me. Don't come in my class. Come half talk in a class. You tell me something and then you pull it back. You're right. It's a rectangle. Right. Very good. Now, so see, I told you that is not bad. So let me just say something, guys. It's either you're right or you're wrong, and nobody can laugh after you in class. Away from me. Me will get a good laugh. But whatever is on your mind and you think that, I want you to talk to me freely. Be open, have that conversation so I can get into your headspace. I want to know what it is that you're thinking. So yes, it's a square matrix because you see the rows equal the column. The row equal the column. So it's a square matrix. The row and the column here are not equal, so it's a rectangle. And the row is not equal to the column here, so it's a rectangle. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Sir, repeat
Huh.
please.
I'm saying to you, the row is not equal to the column. So you see, in a square we say that the length must be equal to the width. Are these two equal? 3 something here, so and 3 something here, so?
Yes, sir.
Good. You have 2 something right here, so and then 2 something right here, so don't. So that look like one square. Talk truth.
Yeah.
The one here have 1 something here, so and then 2 something here, so that can't be equal. So that's rectangle. And this one have 2 something here, so and 1 here. So that's 1 unit, and this is 2 units. It's not a square. It's 2 units, and this is 1 unit, not a square. But this one is 2 units, and this one is also 2 units. Right? 3 units and 3 units. So you have now been able to identify your square matrix from those matrices that are not square. And if it is not square, it's a rectangular. Okay, now we have no circular matrix. So if it's not square, it's going to be rectangular. So it's no biggie. Just look to see if the sides are equal. If them equal, yo, square. Unequal, rectangular. Tell me that you catch that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, let me caution you on something else. Oh, Rockstone. I am now seeing that I'm up to 25. Okay. I need to. Okay, all right. So a few of these students I will need to have a conversation with. All right. Okay. I'm not worried right about now. Students, there's a strong correlation from my viewpoint that students who don't participate in my online sessions are the ones oftentimes who don't get through. And if you don't get through very meager too. I'm going to say to you, don't just sit here and listen to the others talk with me or participate. I want you two to participate, because when I hear varying answers, if I hear the same thing, I say yes. But if I hear something that don't go right or sound right, I will ask about what it is that you're thinking, and I'll try to make an adjustment to that. But if you sit and you come to the class with the attitude, say, oh, I didn't understand this the last time, and you tune me out, chances are there's a misconception somewhere, and you're holding on to those misconceptions. Pay attention. Grab your notebook. Don't just sit down and watch a screen. Grab your notebook. Make your jottings. Screenshot the stuff. Keep it. Review it. A word for the wise is good. All right. Let's continue. So for this course,
Sir, hold on there. How you read? Is it that you read it column by row?
no. Rows first.
Or the row is left to right,
Mm-hmm.
and the column is
Top to
top to
bottom.
bottom. So,
Mm-hmm.
so
But when you read a
one,
matrix, we'll read it.
two. Oh, yeah, it's all right. Yeah,
Come on.
I got it.
Got you. All right. So here goes a concept that I want you to watch me. So come close to the screen and look at this, please. It says, for this course, we are going to be concerned with a 3x3 matrix. The 1x2 and the 2x1 and the 2x2. The truth of the matter is, I could say and the 2x2, because we're going to use this a lot to calculate the determinant. All right? So we really are concerned with the 2x2 and the 3x3 matrices. We're really concerned with the 2x2 and the 3x3 matrices. Now watch me. I have A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. I have those. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. What do you think A11 is representing?
First row, first column.
First row, first column. See here? A11 indicates that the elements is in the first row and the first column. So A33 is saying that it is in the third row and in the third column. Teacher, row 1, row 2, row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3. So Shauna, remember, see there again, my love. rows first,
Mm-hmm.
followed
Then
by the
column.
column. All right?
Mhm.
Rows first and then followed by the column. Please, all of you jot it down somewhere. Rows first, then followed by the columns. So A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. It's just really talking about those entries or elements, as we call them, and the positions that they are in the matrix. And you'll recognize positions are going to be important when you look at the matrix, or in general, when you look at matrices. Those things are very important. Please note that we will speak of the ith row and the jth column. So in matrices, my rows are denoted by i's and my columns are denoted by j's. Sir, me do CXE maths and foundation maths. I may never hear that before. That's fine. Because let me just tell you something here that I don't want any of you to feel terribly about yourself. Mistakes happen. And you didn't get through with the course, and there are 5 of you here who do the course for the first time. But really and truly, this topic is a topic that comes on additional math and maybe the first part of Cape math. So really and truly, you have moved yourselves from, and congratulations, you've moved yourself from CSEP math now to higher level math. And when you move into business calculus now, the topics that you're going to cover in business calculus are some of those areas that are in Unit 1 and 1 or 2 areas that may be in Unit 2. So I'm just telling you that really and truly you have achieved something, because I know some of you are coming from Foundation 1, Foundation 2, Foundation 3. I know some of you also moved from CSEP math and never went anywhere else. You're not doing CSEP math for pre-calculus. You're doing higher level math. So this topic for sure comes on the additional math paper, which is higher than the CXE math. And there may be a repeat of this question on the Unit 1 paper, I believe. All right? So, yes. So because you're in a higher level math, you will now know that the ith row and the jth column are something that we need to pay attention to. And let me show you why we need to pay attention to them. Because that -1 raised to the ith plus j is going to give us the array of signs. The -1 to the I plus j, this here, we'll talk about the array of signs. What are the array of signs? Let me pause and say something else. When I was teaching this last term, I said to the class, please ensure that you include the array of signs whenever you're doing a calculation. Some students said, sir, we have to do it, sir, I can remember it. And I said to them, even to this day, that I'm doing this topic for the umpteenth time, I still have to write my array of signs. And can I tell you, there are some students who went into the exam, did not write their array of signs, and messed up the Kramers. Messed it up totally. And if you're thinking about it, lots of you got decimals for your answer for the Kramers. And the Kramers came out to be whole numbers because something just wasn't going right. And I keep saying, whenever you get these decimals that are not terminating, it means that something is wrong. And none of you turn back to say, you know what, let me go back and look back at the Kramers. And maybe if you had done that, you wouldn't have been here. You wouldn't have been here. So I'm going to say this slowly. Yes, you can get decimals for your answer. But the decimals that we normally give for Kramers are those that are terminating. or even recurring too. So what do you mean by that? Thank you for asking. So if you get 0.33333, that is like 1/3. So we can give you something like a 1/3. We can give you something which is recurring. We can give you something like 0.25, which is a quarter, which is a terminating decimal, or 0.5, which is a terminating decimal. But for sure, when you can get 4.867, we're not going to give you that. We are not going to give you that. I promise you. So if you're going to the exam and you do your Kramers and you're coming out with a 4.2568, and no, something wrong. We did something wrong. Start over and look back at the question. A number of you messed up the Kramers, and to the point where I said to myself, do not understand the topic. Hence, me coming to you tonight to say, yo, we're going to start Kramers from the first thing. I want you to follow my instructions. Students, you follow my instructions, you can't go wrong. I promise you, I'm here to guide you. Let's go. That -1 raised to the I plus j is going to give me the array of signs. It's going to help me to find the array of signs. Watch me. Watch me. You see where I get this 1 plus 1 from? Now 1 plus 1 is the position of the row and the column. So this 1, 1 is this 1 plus 1. You see this 1, 2 is 1 plus 2. And this 1, 3 is the 1 plus 3. This 2, 1 is this 2 plus 1. 2, 2, 2 plus 3, 2, 3, 2 plus 3, so forth and so on. So let me look at this entry. -1 raised to the second power. When I raise a negative number to an even power, my answer is positive. So -1 to the even power is positive. -1 to an odd power is negative. -1 to an even power is positive, sorry. -1 to 2 plus 1 is odd, so it's going to be negative. 2 plus 2 is even, so it's positive. 2 plus 3 is odd, it's negative. 3 plus 1 is even, it's positive. 3 plus 2 is odd, negative. And 3 plus 3 is even, positive. So you notice that the signs alternate. We start with a positive and we end with a positive. Here it goes. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Then, sir, when we go into the exam, we have to do this? No. I'm only showing you for teaching purposes. Then, sir, we have to go do this? Yes. You don't have to show this. I'm only showing you for teaching purposes. But this is going to give birth to the array of signs that you must use. If you don't have the array of signs, you can't apply Kramers. Sir, can I get it straight? Sure. It means then, sir, that when we're going into the exam and we're supposed to use the array of signs, we don't have to show them how we get the array of signs. Correct. We can just go ahead and use it, sir? Absolutely. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Are you following me so far?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah.
Right here.
All right. At any point in time you want to ask me a question, just raise your hand. I will see you and I will talk to you. Oh, Rockstone, guess what? It done right there, you know. The introduction to Kramers finished right there, because the next thing is going to be an example. So let me just recap right here, quick and fast. So we spoke about naming our matrices. The 2x2 square matrix and the 3x3 square matrix are those that we're going to be using for Kramers. We have rows and columns. Rows are the ones that run from left to right. Columns are the ones that run from top to bottom. When we are naming our matrix, we call the rows first, followed by the columns. We are going to be using an array of signs. This is how we used to calculate the array of signs. We don't need to do this in the exam. What we need to do now is to this. Remember that it's going to be plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. And once you do that, you should be good to go. What we're going to be doing for the most part, I'm going to go through this topic, this question, this example. And as I go through the example, when I come to the end of the question, then I'm going to pivot. While I'm going through, you can jot down your questions. I can respond to you. And then I'm going to give you, or you can write along with me, because I find that to be very useful while I'm going to writing along with me and making the notes. And then I'm going to give you one to do on your own. And then we're going to use a portion of tonight's class to just finish off the topic, because the topic can finish off tonight. Yes, sir, man, I'm going to give you some more questions to do. Let's go. So the question will come something like that. 2x plus y plus 4 is equals to 12. That's equation 1. X minus 2y plus z equals -2. That's equation 2. And x minus y minus z is equals to -2. That's equation 3. Let me just pause right here, Senna, please. A number of students. And as I teach, I'm going to stop you. It's a fast track. Some of you never had to fail the course. What is this?
One.
Z.
This is Z? What is this?
-2y.
All right. What is this? What is this? What is this thing here that I'm pointing at?
2.
And what is this?
Z.
Z. And that's a correct answer. The question that came on the exam had something looking like this. And for crying out loud, students wrote this as 2 and not Z. Them are going good, you know. Them convert this first equation 1 in a matrix form. He say, yeah, man. He said, go through. Go through. He said, what kind of foolish is this? So, oh, you write 2, yeah? 2 big. Or you write Z, Z a little bit. That's not a 2. And it's not one student. It's a number of students that did that foolishness. You can't pick up the marks. Please be careful. Transcribe your equations correctly. If you do anything other than that, you're going to be in problems. Let's go. So we're going to write the system of linear equations in a matrix form. Please note that we are looking at the coefficients. We are looking at what are coefficients? That's the number in front of the variable. So therefore, what number would I write right here, so?
1.
Very good. And what number am I going to write right here, so?
-1.
Very good. And that's why I'm saying to you, I am confident that this time around, I can see some A's. Some silly mistakes were made on the exam that went last semester. Some of you never had to fail it. Silly, 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 careless mistakes. So I'm happy. So you are only interested with the coefficients. And then you're going to multiply by the variables. The variables in here says X, Y, and Z. and then I'm going to set it equals to the result. So what is the result? 12, -2, -2. One of the other common errors is that students divorcing the negative signs from the number. So instead of writing -2 for equation 2, write out here so, you drop off the negative sign and just write 2. Can't write. You're changing people them something. You're changing the something. So when you transcribe your equations, look back and double check to make sure that you have the correct equations. And I've also shown, and I will show you too, how to double check your answer. So when you double check your answer and your answer not right, do it over at 20 full marks with the question. It's better you spend the time and do it and do the question and sure say you're gonna get 20 marks than leave it and do foolishness. Let's go. Watch me. Get close to the computer screen. I'm only interested in the variables. 2, 3, 4. See it here, so 2, 3, 4. Second equation. Can you tell me what the coefficients are for the second equation, please?
1,
Negative
-2,
2
and
and 1.
+1.
Very good. 1, -2, and +1. And this here is going to be 1, -1, -1. 1, -1, -1. Students, please, when you're transcribing here, don't write the 2, 3, 4, 1, and then forget the -2 and write +2. Your answer going to be wrong. When you write this matrix, and I'm only highlighting the common errors that I saw on the recent exam paper. So make sure that you're following me and paying me close attention. You can't get it better than this. So I have transcribed the coefficients of the variable or the variables, because there are 3 of them. And it says multiply by the variables. Now, see here, multiply by X, Y, and Z. Some students never get this 1 mark in the exam because they never write this line. They just jump into the calculation. And then it's going to be equal to the results. See here, equal 12, -2, -2, 12, -2, -2. I'm going to pause right there. Are there any questions? How I arrived at this format?
No, sir.
All right.
So far.
That format is oftentimes called AX equals B. A is a matrix. So is B. And this is representing my variables. So if we go into the exam and say, write the system of linear equations in the form AX equals B, that then mean this. Your A out here, so your matrix A, your variable them inside your and because what it is, the system of linear equations right here is the same thing as this here. You don't need to know this, but let me just show you. You don't need to know it. So if you don't catch it, this part is not a problem. 2 times X is 2X. See the 2X up here, so? Plus 3 times Y is 3Y. See the 3Y is? Plus 4 times Z is 4Z. See the 4Z, yes, sir? And it's equals to 12. So if I do this multiplication out, I'm going to get back everything up here, so. Matrix multiplication is not part of your syllabus. That was little school mathematics. So I'm not going to go back there to your head. Right? So you have to write it. You must write it like that. Now, watch me. Because some people can say, but sir, where about I do the array of signs for? Okay, so when you do this, you're going to get the array of signs. You see it? 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, -2, 1, 1, -2, 1, 1, -1, 1, -1, 1, -1, -1. See my array of signs, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. I am putting my array of signs over each entry or element in my matrix. I'm going to pause for 30 seconds. Not to take a question, not to ask you anything, but just for you to look at how I move from here, so how I incorporated this and this to get it right here. So 30 seconds. All right. Then all I'm doing now, I'm putting by the XYZ and I'm putting by that. This is what is the fun part of Kramer's. Incidentally, press pause. Look. You see that something here? This are the same thing like this. I just have to put some colors in here so because I want to highlight something. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, -2, 1, 1, -2, 1. 1, -1, -1, 1, -1, -1. This are the same thing like this. Real talk, and now make up my story. Now I've calculated the overall determinant. Hear me out. If you have to understand how to calculate the determinant, or to reduce your 3 by 3 matrix to calculate the 2 by 2 matrices, the topic done. Because you can calculate the overall determinant. Then we can calculate the determinant of X. Then we can calculate the determinant of Y. And then we can calculate the determinant of Z. So every time you're doing the calculations, there's just pair determinants you're going to do. Pair determinants, pair determinants. So if you understand how to calculate determinants, the question easy. Work with me. My array of signs only affect my cofactors. Watch it. Please note, the array of signs only affect the cofactors, not the newly formed 2 by 2 matrices. Watch me. I am using the first row. See, Teresa? Now tell you straight up. The first row I'm using. Until you are mature mathematically, I want you always use the first row for me. When you do the questions and get more mature, then we can mix up the rows. We can use the first row, we can use the second row, we can use the third row. If we want, we can use the first column, we can use the second column, we can use the third column. The only thing you can't use is what?
Diagonal, sir.
The diagonal. That's the only thing you can use, the diagonals. Everything else, you can use. Rows, columns, no diagonal. Rows, columns, no diagonals. All right, still don't move. Still keep close. Watch me. This plus, let me ask a question. This is plus what? And this is minus what? Anybody remember it from up here, sir? Don't it's plus 1 and minus 1 and 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 plus 1. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. We want to make sure it's in our way, you know. So watch me now. This plus 1 times a positive 2 gives me what?
Plus 1 times a positive 2.
See here?
Positive 2.
See, very good. See the positive 2 there? Very good, Kadiro. Watch me now. Because I'm using this tool. Here, so. Any column and any row the two appear in, I'm crossing it out. What am I left with? -2, 1, -1, 1. -2, 1, -1. But sir, you have one -1 up there, so that means somebody's supposed to be -1. No. It only affects the cofactor. See the cofactor here? One cofactor, one cofactor, one cofactor. It only affects the number outside of the brackets because it says not the newly formed 2 by 2 matrix. See the newly formed 2 by 2 matrix is here? Boom, boom, and boom. So the array of signs don't affect the newly formed matrices. It's only the cofactors it affects. Can you all see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Watch me. -2, 1, -1, -1, -2, 1, -1, -1. You see my first timers? When you keep up with the long timers, you know. Because the long time, this is revision for the long timers. And even though they never catch it first time, I know they're catching it now. So first timers, I'm going to call you to the front of the class. All right, watch me now, guys. I'm erasing this. You see, normally when I teach, no, not lie. Normally, as a student, when I'm doing this topic, you know what I do? I write my matrices in pen. And when I'm in the exam, I'm doing something and use my pencil, and I cross it out. Watch me. I am now moving to the second one. That's a -1 times a +3. Give me a -3. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
See here? The -3 also. That is my cofactor. The array of signs affects only my cofactors. Watch me now. Any row and any column that 3 appears in must go. Watch me. That column is gone. That row is gone. Look at what I'm left with. Remember that the array of signs don't affect the newly formed 2 by 2 matrices. +1, +1, +1, -1. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
+1, +1, +1, -1. That finish. The last dege one now that I'm working with. Remember, if I'm working with row 1, I have to use everything in a row 1. All 3 of them in a row 1. Me can't just use the 2, the 3, and decide to say, yo, let me find something else from another row. No. So if you decide that you're using row 1, a straight row 1 you use. Row 2, a straight row 2. So forth and so on. You can't mix it up. This is not curry chicken with oxtail gravy. Can't mix it up. Work with me. Last one. My cofactor, +1 times a +4 is a +4. See the +4 right here, so? Any row, any column it appears in, it's gone. What is left is going to be my 2 by 2 matrix. 1, -2, 1, -1. See here? 1, -2, 1, -1. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Good job. Yes, sir. Yes, please.
You know, well, everybody knows my field. I'm just saying, 1 minute.
I know you're alone, but one.
Any of me get this, no more than at least get us in my know. You see what me do when me do the creamers? Me know for the creamers, you know. But you see when you have the plus, minus, guess what me do? You see for the second column, third row, -1. Me go so now, -1 times a -1 and I get a positive. So me fool now and do that. You know, like the top part would I say, all right, when me, if the one beside it, which is the +1 to
Mm-hmm.
the left.
Mm-hmm.
If the one was a negative number, that's it, all right. A plus times a negative is a negative. So that also
Mm-hmm.
the one. No, would have turned it in a negative. Yeah, but I leave it back as one. So if we only use the plus, negative plus for only the top row,
You'd have been in a better position.
just for the top row, I do it like, for example, you see the 2. The first one you have 2, then you have the bracket with the 4 digits, and then we have -3 because you put the negative above the 3, so you know, say, yo, that I'm gonna be a -3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one you see a positive. For example, if the negative started at 2, you have negative plus negative. You would have know say +4 would have been a negative over there. So say that's a negative -4. So you only have focus on
the numbers them are not out.
plus, minus, plus. And you not trouble the bottom thing.
Absolutely.
Me go trouble the bottom 6 because me have the minus plus minus.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about. No man, and guess what? It's just never to catch it. But no, Ryan. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean that's an express disappointment.
No. And guess what? And guess what? I really appreciate your comment just now, because I remember it's as if I'm looking back at your paper. As it is just now that I'm marking. I mean, I don't have a copy of the paper that I can show you. Those papers are submitted. But when I was marking the papers, Ryan, I was a little upset because I'm saying, no, I want to get this from, and that when I tell you no, man. But guess what? I'm happy you're seeing it now, because there's no hole in the back this time around. I promise you, there is no hole in the back this time around. And the rest of you, I want you to pay attention and catch the something. It's not hard. You see, when I finish this question, Kramer's done. There is nothing more to Kramer's than what I'm telling you. I'm not lying to you. All that we need to do now is to work on one question and work on 2 questions. Where is Felicia, are you here? No. Right? It is not difficult, students. I promise you. Follow teacher. Work with teacher. You will pass the course. Remember,
That's true, sir, because I think I did something similar as Ryan, but now I'm just realizing that the array, it only affects the cofactors.
I truly not see you yet, Shan, for only and beat you. I truly not see you for only and beat you yet. Because you know, say teacher have a beating for you, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. But I'm saying to you, student, and that's why, I'm going to say it again, and I said it last week. Normally, when I teach a group and the students fail, them can't catch me teach back the course. Can't catch me teach back the course. Because I want the students to get another viewpoint. And I thought about it, and I said, Lord, I see where the students went wrong. And I think I would be the best person to carry them over the threshold, honestly. So I said to them, I want you to create a pre-calculus class, and I am going to teach it. Mark you, if you look at the schedule, I play it full. I had, and Felicia can tell you, and Ryan was in my calculus 2 class earlier because I saw him. You never did that, Ryan? You were there, don't?
Yes, sir. I was there
waiting for me. Yeah, man. I saw you, man. So I have a class. I had a class rather from 5 to 7. And then I'm coming to you guys from 7 to 9, live 7 to 10. Right? And normally I don't do them things here because tomorrow morning, no sleep, I got kill me from tonight. But it's a commitment that I'm making because I saw the errors. Me know the errors that each of you make on the paper. There are 5 students that never did the course. I don't know your errors. Well, you're not going to make any errors because you didn't pass it the first time. But the rest of you, I want to pay attention. Just like Orion and Shanique paying attention and can be honest with yourself. Say, sir, me see this something now. Ja. It's not a problem. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. But I'm happy that you're seeing it. Work with me now. I still want to stay close to the stuff. Because I'm going to show you something now. When you're calculating the determinant of a 2x2 matrix, A, B, C, D, your matrix, This is called the leading diagonal. The leading diagonal. It is going to be the determinant, PET, is going to be equal to the leading diagonal, AD, A times D, minus the other diagonal, B times C. Oh, let me pause 1 minute. Many of you in the exam did not put the signs there. I could see the 4, but I think many of you were unaware of what sign. I say, you know what, I'm going to play safe. And I'm not going to put the sign. So you don't have this, you don't put the sign, so you don't get the mark. You notice I have 1 mark there. So many of you lost the 1 mark right there. So now when it got down to here, so you never know what to do right here. So, and that's how many of you fail the Cramer's question. Please to put the signs up here and follow the signs.
Sir, I know,
So,
but the negative them kind of confuse me a lot, to be honest.
you man, you find no Bailey. Me not worry about you this time around. You know. I can be very frank and honest with you. This time around, I'm not worried about it because I know you're seeing things now. You know, I see things now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I'm not worried about you. I'm being very honest. Not worried about you one bit. All right, and Ryan just gave me the assurance that I don't need to worry about him either. I want to get the assurance from the rest of you that I don't need to worry about you all. Watch me. So therefore, when I calculate the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, it's going to be AD minus BC. It's going to be the leading diagonal. This is the leading diagonal minus the other diagonal. The leading diagonal is going to be A times D, C right here, so, minus the other diagonal, B times C. Leading diagonal minus the other diagonal. Please remember that. Watch me now. Watch me. Incidentally, all of what is up here, so, all of what is up here, so, is what I write back down here, so. All right, so you're not missing anything there, so. Look again. All of what is here is exactly what is here. I just copy it and put it right there, so, because you don't want to be going up and down. All right, watch me now. This 2, and write it back. It's going to be -2 times -1. See here? -2 times -1 minus. You always have a minus sign in between. See here?
Sorry, 1 minute. I not see you're moving your cursor because me following on, but me feel like me not follow. Me not know.
All right, let me move the cursor this way. So you're with me up to this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
Let's start to expand the brackets.
I'm not expanding, Marvy. What I'm doing now, I'm finding the determinant of the matrix now. All right, so it's a matrix. So I can't expand. So what it is that I'm doing is to finding the determinant. The determinant is the leading diagonal minus the other diagonal. How do I find the leading diagonal? By multiplying this term, the leading diagonal, this one, minus this one times
Opposite one.
Right. It's like a crisscross something we're doing, eh?
Yes, sir.
All right, good job. Come back to the front now, guys. Look. So this 2 I'm writing back here, so it's a leading diagonal, so it's going to be -2 times -1. See it here, so -2 times -1 minus the minus sign here, so always a good day. Always, if it's supposed to change to positive, make sure it will turn out to positive, but the sign here always a good day. See? I'll put it in a red right here, so. I'll put it in a red right here, so. I'll put it in a red right here, so, because it now go turn to positive because it's always a leading diagonal minus the other diagonal. If it's supposed to turn to positive, it will work itself around. But you have to put minus sign. Let's go. -2 times -1 at this. Minus the other diagonal. This one times this -1. See it here? This one times this -1. Remember that one, that negative sign up here, so no. So the one here, so this. And then this negative one is that. That part I finished, close the parentheses. Then a negative 3, yes or no? May I carry back right here, so? See, negative 3. It's a leading diagonal. So it is 1 times negative 1. See that? 1 times negative 1 minus this one times this one. See here? That one times that one. But sir, you know, have a minus sign here, so but you don't have a minus sign. Remember, say it always separated by a minus sign, so you have to put it back there. Then sir, suppose a minus sign there. So you put back the minus sign there still. All right, let me show you what they're talking about. This plus 4 is this plus 4 right here. So it's a leading diagonal, so it is 1 times negative 1. See here? 1 times negative 1 minus negative 2. Oh, so if it's a negative 2, so you still have to put the negative 2 up to, yes, I times this one. So this piece here is just you converting the matrices in getting the determinants. You have to be careful here now. Watch me. Still stay close. This 2 is this 2. When I multiply two negative numbers, I get a positive number. Negative 2 times negative 1 is this positive 2. But sir, why have a plus sign? And it's supposed to be minus. Watch it. Negative 1 times a negative 1 gives me a positive 1. So that's why this become a positive 1. That's why I said to you, if it's supposed to turn positive, it will come out to be positive. It will come out to be positive. Right? Just remember.
Sir.
Go ahead.
The diagonal of the negative one and the positive one, right? Negative 1 times 1, you know, a negative 1, you know. So why and a 2 minus 1 instead of 2 plus 1?
Yeah, but this one here, Kadiro, is this one this one here now takes on this negative 1. So technically, what you're saying is, if I were to ignore this one, right here, so that negative sign here, so, and I multiply this negative 1 by this positive 1, I'm going to get a negative 1 down. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what is minus negative 1?
That'd be positive, man.
Same difference.
Same difference. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because to see a negative 1 and a positive 1, but I said that's you. So this is a reflection.
Yeah, man. Same difference. Same difference. All right, let's go now.
Sir.
Yes, Papa.
Good night.
Good.
I think me I catch something new. Whenever did I catch before in the
Very
last class? The leading diagonal minus the other diagonal. Whenever did I nothing did grasp that in the last class. But me I follow now. But something I gonna ask if you can do, sir. You see where you have the positive 2 and the negative 3 and the positive 4. So it's easier for follow. I wonder if you could highlight them in the same colors, because you see when you start to the whole heap of brackets them,
It confusing.
it start to throw you off.
True.
So it's like you collectively have to sit down intentionally and tell yourself, say, that 2 is that 2, that negative 3 is that negative 3, that positive 4 is that positive 4. But me I follow so far. So I just that alone kind of throw it off.
All right. And again, you see, let me tell you something. You don't understand what this class is doing for me tonight. Right about now, me tired, but me not feel like me tired. Because this is what I want students. I want students to be honest with me and say, boy, sir, roops. Because when I get honesty, I'm gonna get brutally honesty, So Taj, your comments just now were on point. And I hear Wheatley coming down and say, yeah, man, sir, it's true. But I'm going to tell you something. To sit down and to copy or to color code the numbers every time is going to be troublesome for me, because I actually typed all of this so that it is easier for me to present. But guess what? You see, when you're writing, it's when you're doing the work and writing it, you're not gonna write it in a color. You're gonna write it in the same color ink pen where you have. So what I'm trying to do is to develop your eyes so that you can see what is happening. So yes, Taj, yes, Shauna, me agree with you. Me agree with you 100%. But guess what? I want you to be able to see what is happening. So you know what this game called now, Taj? You need to come closer to the screen so you can see what is happening. Because you're not seeing a lot of things that you weren't seeing before. And that's what I'm happy about. So Shauna, you will catch it, mommy. This is technically your first time seeing it. So don't worry about it. Taj, you are saying to me, sir, you know me, I follow you. Come here,
Sir, you've gotten low. Not sure if it's
Yeah, you're
me.
gone far for sure.
Am I better now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I'm saying to you, Taj, yes, I know you are seeing it. But Shauna and Romaine and some K person, don't remember the K person, Jesus, help me, Lord. I'm getting the names. Kadir, no man, Kadir, no, it's not Kadir, man, it's not Kadir who said that. Kadir, you doing it for the first time, Kadir?
No, sir.
No, well, it's not Kadir. Carry on. That's 3. Carry on. And there are 2 others. Oh, Marvian is 1, 4, and there's another one who says that they're doing it for the first time. So
I mean,
yeah, I said Romain. Oh, I know. Suzy Q. All right. So it's those 5 of you. If you hear me pick on you, it's because I want you to catch it. And guys, you need to be around with them here. So I want you to pull their hands because you are their seniors now, you know, because you are seeing things now that they are only seeing for the first time. So Suzy, I mean Aquila, and Jesus, Carry On, and Marvion, and Romaine, and yeah, the other person. Shauna, yes, you 5. So yes, Shauna, you will see it, my love. I promise you, you are going to see it. All right, so let us continue this one because I want you to do the other one for me. I want you to do the other one for me. So look at this now. So I agree with you though, that you know, at first it's going to look a little confusing, but trust me, this is going to become a breeze for you. A breeze. All right, let's go. So we did this line. So now we're multiplying now this by this now, Shauna, and the rest of you. -2 times -1 is a +2. And then I see this here as a -1 times a -1, so it becomes a +1. This -3 is right here, so. And then I'm going to have a 1 times -3 times a -1, sorry, is going to give me this -1 right here. And then this one now technically becomes a -1, which is what Kadir was talking about, times this one.
wait, sir, where you say I get that -1 there?
Which one? This?
No, the one at the second.
This one?
-1. 3 times, -3 times 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then this -1 times this -1 is going to be this -1. And then I'm moving on to the 4. The +4 is outside the parentheses. So I put it back outside the parentheses. And this 1 times a -1 is a -1. Uh-oh. -1 times a -2 is a +2, and a +2 times a 1 is a +2. So once you see these 2 negative signs coming beside each other, you know, there's a negation. It became positive. It's going to become positive, just like this one. It's a negation. So it becomes positive. So now that we are right here, so what is 2 + 1? 3, don't?
Yes, sir.
Come on. And then this -3 come back here, so I'm going to have -1. Listen to me now. This is not +2, because now multiply, you're adding, so it is now -2. And then this +4 is this +4. And what is -1 + 2? -1 + 2 is a +1. See it here? Boom. 2, now I'm going to get rid of the cofactors. I was just working up my parentheses first. Remember BOMDAS? BOMDAS says BOMDAS, brackets first. So I'm working up my brackets. I'm working up my brackets. All right? 2 times 3 is 6. -3 times -2 is a 6 again. And 4 times 1 is 4.
So why
6.
I plus this one?
Say it again?
The plus. That's how the -3 and the -2.
Yeah, man, because I multiply -3 times -2, so I get a +6.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man. So always remember, guys, once we're multiplying, Winnie, I just seen a message. You have to highlight which one you're talking about here, Winnie, and then come back to me. So once you're multiplying, Shanshan, -3 times -2 is a +6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, and 12 plus 6 is 16. So the overall determinant, that's what we're calculating, is 16. The overall determinant is 16. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to run through this on your own.
Hold on, please. Sir, the second row, the first row, underneath the columns to the end. Work back right here so for me. Out of the end, we have the 2 negative in the middle and the brackets.
All right. Talking about this row?
No, up. One more row, up again. Yeah, out to the end.
Right,
Yeah,
sir?
right here.
All right, watch me. This +4 is this +4. 1 times -1 is -1. -2 times 1 is -2. And -2 times a -1 is a +2. Tisha, that was your body, Tisha?
Yeah, hold on. I'm not get it now. Sir, so you said 2 negative the right here, saying at the middle.
Watch me, watch me,
change to
Tisha.
positive.
Watch me, Tisha, watch me. I'm going to put a 1 right here, so. What is a -1 times a -2?
+2.
Good job. And what is +2 times 1?
+2 times 1. Negative times -1. -2, sorry.
And Tisha, if I take away the
No,
Negative 2
times 1, 2, positive.
Yeah. Tisha, +2 times +1 is +2.
2 1's 2, so negative times a positive, yeah, positive.
No, man, hold on, Tisha, hold on. Go again. Come again, mommy. So we have a -1 right here, sir. Right? Agreed?
Yeah.
What is -1 times -2?
+2.
Good job. And then I'm going to carry down this 1. What is 2 times 1?
2.
Magic. See it, sir? Poof. You see it? You know, see it yet. Tisha, talk to me.
For us, no, says that invisible one there right there, so.
Yes. You see it now. Yes.
All right.
Yes. All right. The rest of you, I'm still giving you some time to just look through the stuff. So I agree with Shauna to say, Lord, sir, this is lots of multiplication. Yes, it is. But if you just be meticulous and take your time and work it, it's 20 marks. Take it 20 minutes and work it. A minute per mark. You'll be fine.
Sorry, just scroll up one second. Let me see something. Okay, okay.
Give me a minute here, coming back. How we feel? Are we feeling okay?
Sir, me still a go wait. Wait. So me try to get it row by row, so just bear with me.
That's fine. Is there anybody who you don't pay me no attention, Shauna? You continue the way you need to do. Is there anybody anybody in the class who went through and are okay with what it is that is on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, great. Shauna, press pause, look at something here, Shauna, and then you can go back to what it is that you're doing. For those of you who are working, for those of you who are still going through, just press pause for me so that I don't hold back the class. Just press pause. And those who are ready to move, I want to show all of you something. And then I will give those who are ready to move on something to do while the others are doing something. Watch me. I need to recall something here. I just calculated the overall determinant. I just calculated the overall determinant. So now I'm going to calculate the determinant of x. I need to calculate the determinant of y. And I need to calculate the determinant of z. So technically it's 4 times again do the determinant something. So yes, Shauna, 4 times I have to go through them only for something here. But it's not bad. I promise you, once you catch it, you're going to catch it. Yes, Narja?
Sir, no minute I wonder what the rest of them there. So I'll
Yeah,
go
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You're seeing it, man. Sure. Yes, Narja, go ahead.
I saw that you have the. Does it matter if we put the D or the Z at the top?
This V here,
Yeah.
it's just that symbol didn't come out correctly. Normally we write it as this: the determinant,
Okay,
the
I'm
overall
using it
determinant.
as the D. That's why.
Okay, and if you put D, it's fine. You could put D as that, and then when you can put D of X, and then D of Y, and then D of Z. Not a problem.
That's
What
how
I
I'm used to it.
Right. So what I do is determinant of X and the determinant of Y and the determinant of Z. Whichever one of these two will be correct, Naja. You're good, man. All right, Mom?
Okay, just making sure.
Sure. Love it. Love the sound of it. Yes, Romain. So, yeah, man, there's more to come. All right, let's go. So, Shauna, still looking at what is happening here. So this, I am recalling, this is what I had originally as written in my form AX equals B. I'm only recalling it. Recall means that I'm bringing it back to your memory. Now, look at what is going to happen. I'm calculating the determinant of X already. I'm calculating the determinant of X. You know, them nowadays computer, you can't run 2 hours of class on Zoom without the battery. Well, I tell you, see, the man them can me. Let's put this thing in. Right? So what is happening here is we need to mix up the matrix now, because now we need to calculate the determinant of X. Watch what I'm doing. I'm calculating the determinant of X. You see all of the X position. You agree that everything right here says X, don't?
Yes, sir.
All right, one person answer. So let me just go back and show you. See it here, so everything here says X. And then everything in this column is Y, and then everything in this column is Z. You see it now? All right, good. So, you see all of the X position, I'm going to substitute it with them here. So this, and this, we're going to position this, and this. So the 12 going to go in this position, the negative 2 going to go into that position, and the negative 2 going to this position. And that's what I do for the determinant of X. I'm going to just jump down and show you. Sorry. So therefore, you see, I try to highlight it. Was it Cardero? One of the gentlemen asked me to do something, right? So this now, you see, I don't have 2, 1, 1 again. I have 12, -2, -2 because I put it in the x position. Look at what going to happen now for the determinant of y. For the determinant of y, see, I recall this is still in my original ax equal b position. But what is happening now for the determinant of y? I am removing the y values and substituting it with the 12, -2, -2. See it right here, so? Boom. And then when I calculate the determinant of z, see, I'm recalling this, the original stuff in the form ax equals b. I am removing everything from the z position and replacing it with z here. So you notice everything else is the same. I'm just replacing everything as a whole. So this is how we end up with 4 different calculations. We're going to calculate the matrix A as is to get the overall determinant. And then to calculate the determinant of x, we just ship out the x then and put what it is equal to out here. So in the x position. Then we calculate the determinant of y, we ship out the y and put it there. So, and we calculate the determinant of z, we ship out all of the z then and just replace it there. So each time you're doing the calculation, you're going to end up with a new matrix. You will end up with a new matrix. Then so you can get the same answer for the something. Of course, you can get the same answer for the stuff, but just make sure it's a different matrix you do. Every time you do it, you have to replace what it is equal to what it is that you're trying to find. If I'm trying to find my x, I am removing all the x's and replacing it with what the whole stuff. I'm replacing it with b. Let me call it b, because you know what a and b is. So I'm replacing it with b. If I'm calculating y, I'm removing everything from the y position and replacing it with b. Calculating z, I'm removing everything from the z position and replacing it with b. All right? So again, go back up now. So I'll just show you that that's exactly what we're doing, all of them. So let me go back up now to the determinant of x. So now that I've done that, what I'm doing, guys, same thing. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Then sir, you can start with minus first. Let me show you already. We started plus and we ended plus. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. All right? Now, for ease of calculation, remember sir say we're using the first row. 12 positive 1 times 12 is a positive 12. See it right here. So, and negative 1 times a positive 3 is a negative 3. See it right here. So, and a positive 1 times a positive 4 is a positive 4. See it right here. So, I'm just doing this to show you, because I'm going to ask you to do the rest thereafter. When I take in the 12, I do this, and I do this. I will have -2, 1, -1, -1. See here? -2, 1, -1, -1. Let me just pause here and just identify or reiterate what Ryan said earlier. Ryan says, sir, him kind call himself one name. I mean, I agree with, but I'm not paying my mind with that one day. Him says, sir, me just see, this is what Ryan was saying. Ryan was saying that when him reach right here, so with the -1 up here, so, and the -1 on here, so, he would have just multiply them together and just call this one +1. But this is not a +1 because the array of signs only affect the cofactors. Cofactor is right here, so. Cofactor is right here, so. Cofactor is here, so. They do not affect the newly formed 2x2 matrices. Right? So when you reach right here, so don't ignore the cofactors up top. I mean, the array of signs up top. When you're writing the matrices, ignore the array of signs. Guys, ignore the array of signs here. The only time the array of signs come into effect is when we have the cofactors. All right? So Shauna, you continue. I'm pausing right here so that you can continue from here, guys. Let me just erase this so you can have a clean slate.
Sir, so are 4 different working out we're gonna do for this?
Yes, my dear. 4 different.
Jesus Christ.
Sir, you hearing me?
Go ahead. Who's saying that? Yes, Ryan.
What if you had a -12? Just you had a -12 and it was in the middle row. And you'd have -1. How would that go?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so no, put it this way. What if you had a -3 right here, so? then this would have been a positive 3. Talk truth.
Wait, that's sure. Me come on fight back. Oh, all right. Repeat.
Let me go again. Based on what it is that you explained earlier, if this were a negative 3, then the cofactor here would have been a positive 3, because you'd have to multiply this negative 1 by this negative 3 here to give a positive 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So that's what you said to me. I understood what it is that you were saying. Yeah, man, no problem. All right,
Sir,
continue. Yeah.
sir,
Go ahead.
I have one question, sir, right?
Mhm.
So for the area of signs,
Mhm.
where you have the positive, then the negative, and the positive, is it that it's just structured that way for each you gotta call it row, or it is actually ongoing?
For the 3x3 matrix, it is just like that. For the 4x4 matrices, you can have something that is different, a different array for the 4x4.
Okay. Yeah, understand my question though, sir? You sure, sir?
Yeah. It's always
Okay,
going to be
all right.
it's always going to be plus minus plus minus plus minus plus.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Sir,
Yes, mommy.
all right. You see where, all right, so the area sign is the sign above, like the signs above, like 12, 3, and 4.
The plus minus plus minus plus minus plus.
Right. So to get the 12, to where you see the arrow right there, the 12, is it that you put a, I don't know if, is it that you put a 1 there and you say, positive 12 times 1 to get the answer there, to get the 12? And it
Yes, mom.
would be a negative 3 times 1.
It will be a negative
get-
1 times 3.
Oh, so the sign would be the dummy one in a essence.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, I sent you a message.
Okay. Okay, coming to you. I'll respond to you next to go on. I responded to you, Asha.
Excuse me, sir. We do all or just this one?
No, man. You can, if you want to. I'm just giving others an opportunity. But this is very good, Romain, because I mean, I know it's your first time, but move on, man, because I show you how to calculate the determinants. So move on.
All
Move
right.
on. Cool. I soon come to those who are doing the stuff in us. I soon checking on you to find out how far you reach. So finish off your thought on that. If you finish it, move on until I check in with you. Or better yet, drop your answer in the chat. You can send me a direct message and I will respond to you. That's what I've been doing. So you can give me a direct convo, Romain. All right, so I have been responding to some messages some direct messages, and yeah, man, some of you come with a different attitude, and I love it. Very nice. I'm gonna project the determinant, however, of x so that you can see x and then make the necessary adjustments. So this is what x looks like. That's what x looks like. The one or two of you that sent me an incorrect answer in the chat regarding the determinant of x. I'm projecting x so that you can see what it looks like, see the error or errors made, correct them, and we have y and z to do. But there are students who have completed and have done pretty well, and I'm proud of you, really very proud of you. What I'm going to do is, maybe not tonight, but I'm going to see if I can generate one or two questions and send out for you so that you can work on it for me. It's once a week meeting, and we're getting this done up. Right, I'll give you a few more minutes. I want to spend about 10 more minutes with you guys and give you a 9:45 let out, thereabout. So see if you can work on this one for me, please. Thank you. Come guys, come guys. How is stay? How is stay? How is stay? Hello, how are we? What's going on with me?
No, sir, we're there same way.
Okay, nice. How is stay? All right, that's it. 3 more.
Sir, determinant of Z.
You got it. Um, All right, I'm gonna project. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I know, well, all right. 2. I know you guys are a little tired. So what I'm gonna do is for you. Going to send you the workout, but you have to promise me that if you're gonna go to bed now and get some rest, that you are going to
Sorry, send a extra one. So
yeah man, I have the extra one to it. You have to promise me though that you're gonna do the work, because if you don't do the work, you're not get no more something like them from me. So I have an extra one here as I do now. Let me just stop share.
Sir, can you zero for an answer?
You can get a 0 for the answer, but this one don't have no 0 though. Harry Barry, very good.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. I love it. Hey, I'm telling you, sometimes people just need a second chance in life.
Yes, sir.
No, man, I tell you, the responses that I'm seeing, it's very encouraging. Yes, Harry Barry, you're good, man. But I'm still sending it to the class. I don't want anybody to leave yet. What I'm doing is, if I can just multitask, what I'm doing is I'm sending you the document in the chat, and you can download it, and I'm going to ask you to just go through it, guys. There's an extra one there for you to do for me. Let me call this creative NPRS INTRO. I've been saving things from eating right now, saving. Try this one. Okay, this one is saved. Great. Let me go to the chat. Down. Why am I not seeing my documents when I saved them? It happened to me in the class just now. I'm here, guys, but it has been something mysterious has been happening to me from evening. 3 months. CR I've been seeing my documents and not able to find them, but I might save it because I saw it. What does it say then? Kramer's intro. So why is it not this? Can I send it from here like this? This is crazy. Okay, so why did it go there though? Honestly. I need to check why it went there. So maybe I can do it differently now. Criminals intro. Oh crap. I know I should have changed that, you know. Alright. So you will get it 2 times. I hope you don't give me any problems. Listen to the... Oh, okay, here you go. Alright, guys, let me know if you have received it, please.
Yes, sir.
Alright, go ahead and download it.
The same one you sent twice or 2 different ones?
No, case I mistakenly sent it to you alone as a direct message.
All
Right.
right.
Yeah, man. So it's the same document. All right, guys. Make sure that you download it first, please, before I close out. Let me know that you've downloaded it so that I can end the session. Please, guys, go through it. Go through it. Go through it. There's an extra question at the end for you to do for me.
Sir,
Yes, please.
hi. Is there any updates on Edikosa?
Yeah, it's funny. Yesterday I sent something off and I recognized that some internal person that was supposed to do something is out sick. So I don't want to call them to ask them to do it because I'm trying to be sensitive. There are 2 people in the office and I hear that both of them out sick, and more than likely is a flu, one give the other. So it is to happen. I was hoping that I was promised last week that it would happen on Friday, by Wednesday of this week, which is today. But the information went out on Monday. And I learned that the persons in the office have not been out because they are out sick. I sent the information though, the request, but I've not gotten a response, and I don't want to call now that I know that they're sick to deal with school matters. It may look a little insensitive, so it should happen. That's the word that I'm getting. So I will keep you posted. All right. I apologize, but you'll get on. Let me know, guys, if you received the document and you have downloaded it before us.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. And you, in your WhatsApp group, you know what you can do. Maybe somebody who is not here or didn't get a chance to download it, you can just reshare it in the WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
And then
Just shared.
great, and we can keep the communication going. Have a good one. You did very well tonight, guys. I'm really proud of you. Thanks for coming out to here.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, man.